Nritya Darpan, and that event is happening on 10th December, while some of the performers are with us. Now is the time to hear Sonali, what she's bringing, and the themes that she has chosen for Nritya Darpan.
So, for this festival, I'm presenting an ensemble work called Elements. It's something that I've been working on all summer, and it's evolving. It's a piece that's kind of evolving slowly as I present it, as I rehearse it. But it's a brand new commission for this year. The piece talks about climate change. It really deals with what is going on with the world as we speak. It starts with the whole idea of harmony. Where does harmony come from? The nature is part of and parcel of ourselves. When we are in harmony, the world is in harmony. As animals hunt and prey, that's part of the balance of nature. Um, and it kind of ties in with the idea of the Panchamahabhuta, the five primordial elements that are part of Shiva, which are also part of our body. So we are tied to this whole universe in that way because we are one with it. When climate change occurs, when man, mostly man, causes these elements to shift through the air pollution, through overfishing, through deforestation, through wildfires, that's when we see the scales unbalanced. That's when we start losing our connection to these five elements. And it's really a call to change. And if we are open and we listen and we take time to listen to our heartbeat and what's happening in nature, maybe we will come to some understanding that this situation is a vital one for our own existence. So I'm very happy to be sharing that. And I am a Bharatanatyam dancer, and I do use different forms of movement from yoga to kalaripayattu to modern dance within this work. And it's a new, I call it movement, not really Bharatanatyam as such.
So, talking about the movement, Kaustavi, how excited you are about Sonali's performance?
I am very excited, Ashok ji. Again, this is not just for the New Jersey community, but also for the dance community. I feel it's a very beautiful opportunity. I've seen Sonali grow over the years. I saw her bring C.V. Chandrasekhar in 2010 in New York. I was so happy to be in the audience watching her do her solo Bharatanatyam at that time, and I am super respectful of her sort of contribution to the dance world in that community, and also of Sheilaji. And I know I'll have my time to celebrate Sheilaji, but especially to think of Sonali's new work. Sonali, I'm super excited. I saw your bee experiments with the bee. I'm sorry, I don't have the right title in my head. But yes, I'm super excited to see what you're thinking about elements, and also I want to acknowledge the tension, or perhaps productive tension, or maybe an acknowledgement of the various identities we embed. Right, as Bharatanatyam dancer, as mover, as choreographer, as student, as teacher, as educators, and then where each all of those could be generative and productive and not a barrier to one or the other. So just noting that productive tension.
So, productive tension, a new term for some of us, but there is a creative restlessness, and how it leads to a sense of harmony, and how that beauty becomes a part of the experience of the audience is something which Shilaji has not only been at the center of creating, but she has seen many performances. So, talk to us, Shilaji, about Sonali's theme for Nritya Darpan.
uh, it is so wonderful to see because I mainly grew up in India. I perform. My background is from Mumbai, Kolkata. I just moved to New Jersey in 2014. So most of my career, you say, my grooming, everything has happened there, and it's so interesting to see both Sonali and Kaustavi, and I've been observing them since I moved here. Of course, in India, I knew about them, but once you are here in United States, you know more about them. And also with our dance talk platform, I knew more of them. Sonali's work and Kaustavi's work also. So, as I also mentioned, that our Indian classical I would say our Indian classical dances are multi-layered. We need to peel. So sometimes we tell the direct stories, which is still happening. It's very narrative based. It's still happening, but it's very important to peel those layers and just to go through. Which Acosta, in the beginning, she talked about it. So I'm very happy to see, and there's so much to learn even from for me, to see that how being here they are able to peel off those layers and to find a different form, but still, as Sonali rightly mentioned, and I think she said she performed bringing masters like CV Chandrasekhar here in United States and performing solo. So she's deeply rooted in the traditions. As Kaustavi, her background is with all the great masters in the Odyssey. So both of them are deeply rooted in the classical forms, and now they are able to peel off those layers and bringing something new. And it's a beautiful gift to the dancer.
Shogi, I think these are wonderful words coming out of realization and experience, and I would say tapasya for all three of them. You want
Absolutely.
to add to what you heard from Sonali, Ashokji?
I think I'm totally awe with this the amount of work they have done it here, particularly Sonali's work, which I have seen partially and I heard from Mayaji. It's amazing. I mean, this will be a huge treat for the audience who understand the intrinsic nature of our Indian classical dances. It's coming with the form of this particular piece, which is commissioned this year, as she mentioned, is amazing for our audience. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to watch her on December 10th, and hopefully my audience will be thrilled as much. I'm thrilled
Absolutely.
to see.
And I would like to add that whether, I mean, I've seen some of the photographs and very little video clips of Sonali preparing on her Facebook page or somewhere, I think, on social media. So I know how wonderful it is. And she mentioned this is movement. And when that movement is rooted in such a deep understanding of various art, call that if yoga also art, etc. So it's beautiful, and I will conclude this part where we talked about Sonali's segment, and again with words of Mayaji.
Hello, I want to invite you to a dance festival taking place on December 10th at New Brunswick Performing Arts Theatre. There are numerous companies. We will have Bharti Paneswaran, who will be performing Kali, which is a different interpretation of Kali, followed by Kaustuvi Sarkar, who will be performing Sama, and another dance called Impossible Romance. And third, not last but the least, Shikhandi, which is a theme that will be danced by Sheila Mehta. It's going to be a unique festival. Please come. There are 3 other companies as well, right, about which I've already told you earlier. Thank you.
So that was Mayaji, and she's very passionate about this festival. We
Yes.
all somewhere are united in our concerns for humanity, whatever be our background, and we all long for peace and harmony. And I think these kind of artistic festivals are very potent means of realizing that which is most precious for all of us. So here is your chance of being a part of this. Details are available on the screen right now.